All right, just gonna give you a little bit of update on sweet potato supply truck. You know, a while back I had issue with the tire wobbling. I didn't really know what it was, but I had a brand new set of tires that I had gotten, probably 4 years old. I built this thing in 2021. But that was a culprit right there. Got a bad spot right here. Well, I don't know whether to label this as while I'm at it or chasing rabbits. See all my little notes. I write notes to remind myself. Sometimes you have to do that when you start getting older. Keep up with yourself. But anyway, while I was at it, I was waiting on them to get the tires. And then I said, I'll go ahead and put the idler on it. I got the tie rod ends and the sleeve. Went ahead and did all that. And then I said, well, I'm going to put some brakes and some brake brake drums on it while I'm at it. And so I had to separate the drum from the hub. It wasn't too bad, but I got it off. Then I had to, I realized when I I had greased these things back in 21. I tried to do it every year, but I took it off the other side and my outside bearing had grit in it. I said, oh, that's not good. You can see where it was rubbing something. So anyway, I said, well, you know, while I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and put new races and new bearings in it and be done with that. Well, that ended up, this one on this side, which I thought was my best one, the race would drop in and out of it. So I had to end up finding two hubs for it because everybody does disc brake conversions on them. So I put it on Facebook. Anyway, got this guy. He said he had one, but he ended up having two. So now I got one for a spare, and I got that going. And then I got to started looking around, and I had to change the studs out because these are a little bit longer because the wheel that I'm got, I need just a little bit more. The stock studs was too, I wasn't comfortable with it. And so, but anyway, so I got all that changed out. Then this wheel cylinder right here, I kept seeing moisture right here, and I said, it ain't no way. Pulled it back, and it was pouring out of there. So, man, I had to come back and replace that one, put it up there. I got everything put together, and I'm double checking, and everything. So now, all I got to do now with that, oh yeah, on these drums, they don't come with the slot in them. So the ones that come with it did, but there ain't no way to adjust these without it. So anyway, I ended up drilling them out and fouling them down and stuff, and I think it turned out good. So now all I got to do is just put the hub up on there, the drum up on there, adjust the brakes, and then I can put the tire on there, and I can test drive it and see how it's going. But anyway, what ended up, short story turned out long. I'm glad I went ahead and did all this kind of stuff, because when I built it, I got the back end done, and the front end, I said, well, I'll get to it kind of later, but you know, I realized, hey, I built this thing in 21, finished it in 21, started in 20, finished it in 21, and I put some miles on this thing. And so, anyway, with the new front end and the new motor I put in there, I'm ready to get this thing on the road again and see how it does. But that's it. All right.